Okay, as you talk.
And also take a picture of right down here at the bottom.
It's on video.
Because, okay, good. And you can see how symmetrical the boards, the careful craftsmanship to pick. And look at these planks here, how they stretch up. I mean, those are 20-foot boards, and they're putting them in alternating patterns at the bottom. So these were craftsmen who knew what they were doing, and then even when they evened it up, I mean, to make sure that they continued the pattern here, which is just, you know, brilliant. And you see this reflected, even looking back, you can just see these are astonishing buildings with such pride and care, given the tools that they had. I mean, even these, where you have raised boards up against, this is an artistic element. You don't necessarily need it, but they're doing it because it's a practicality. It covers seams, but it's also beautiful. Now, come around here, and this is what is so exciting. So here's a beautiful building, and then you get to here. Now take a look at the boards down here. Suddenly, they're all askew, they're mismatched. Now this is completely out of character with the rest of the building. Now look up. And you will see a series of stairways of boards that are cut. And they rise one on top of each other. So here's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, sorry. This must have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we get to the large rectangular area. Now, isn't that interesting?
That is powerful.
And you can see it here. It is hard to catch in a photograph until you look and you go, oh my gosh, this is a profoundly interesting statement. That is not a cutout for a window. Those are boards that have been intentionally laid there to form that rectangle. It's like a natural wood cutout. If you were having a worship space, I couldn't imagine a better way to make a profound statement. Especially if you think of that spiritual, we are climbing Jacob's ladder. Where does that take you? Ever higher and higher. You think of the disciples. There's 12 of them. I mean, this is a profound moment where you're saying, this is our stairway into heaven. The Greek Orthodox have their icons. This is kind of like that, where the icons are used as a way to a bridge between you and heaven. Well, this would be a profound way. Look at this place back here. And if you wanted a warning from Paul Cameron, who's trying to discourage religion, somebody starts singing a spiritual, and people could disperse, and there wouldn't be anything more. And anybody looking at this would say, oh, well, it's shoddy workmanship. And I look at this and I go, why would this be different when they took such care to do such careful work here? So this may be a profound historical moment. And while there may not be documentation, when I look at this and I go, that's not insignificant. That took a lot of planning, just as much planning as the other parts of this building, to intentionally have these boards cut in the shape of stairs leading up to this area.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
And you may be the first person
in my family lineage.
Oh, that's right. Anybody has really looked at this and seen it with that possible interpretation. I don't think that's possibly too wild, because why else would you intentionally put boards in a stair-like pattern up to an area where it's intentionally cut out, not for a window, but actually a rectangular space? It's, it may be a profound stained glass window in wood.
Stained glass window in wood. Wow. That is